Hi, today I would like to talk about breathing, healthy breathing and hot weather, because I know that it's a problem for many people, especially now with this heat wave being present almost everywhere in the world. So the first thing to know is that hot weather always triggers hyperventilation, especially mouth breathing. And it's important to be aware of it in order to maintain healthy breathing. So sometimes just because it's hot, people start breathing through the mouth and they don't notice it. In this case, it could have a detrimental effect on health by a loss of CO2. Because when we breathe excessively, especially through the mouth, we breathe CO2. We lose CO2 in our lungs. The level of CO2 in the lungs goes down, and it's like losing your vital energy. It could trigger all kinds of symptoms and health disorders. So the first thing is to notice how you breathe when it's hot and make an effort to breathe through the nose. For most people, it will be possible to do that. But for some people, it would be not possible. They would try to breathe through the nose when it's hot, but they won't be able to do that. And that's because their breathing is too weak for that. Of course, the Buteyko method could help a person like that to strengthen their breathing and to change this situation. But if this situation is present, it's really important to respect the current limitations of your breathing and not to force them, not to go over your limit. So if you're outside and it's too hot and you just try to breathe through your nose and you feel like I can't, then you have to go to a cool place to use an air conditioner or something, but you have to get out of this hot temperature. Another thing which is helpful to keep in mind is that by practicing the Buteyko method and also Russian tempering, we could actually adjust to hot temperatures and also to high humidity. Because in some areas, people experience both, a combination of humidity and heat. And this is the most difficult combination for health conditions in general, but also it's a very difficult combination for anyone who has breathing difficulties, because it makes breathing really difficult and again triggers hyperventilation. So by practicing those two methods, you can overcome this effect. But for now, think about the hot temperature outside as your own sauna and apply the Russian tempering techniques to this situation. And one of them is to expose yourself to extreme temperatures. In this case, it's a hot temperature, but use it only for as long as your breathing allows you. So if it's just 1 minute, be outside for 1 minute. If it's an hour, be outside for an hour. And we have, there is my video course on the Buteyko Breathing Center's website. So you might want to watch it to learn how to apply those techniques to various weather conditions. And the other problem with a hot temperature, hot weather, is that often when it's hot outside, people stop exercising outside. They stop doing biking or walking or gardening, actually. And those activities, if they're simply combined with nasal breathing, they increase the level of CO2, they increase our vital energy, they increase our prana. So when people stop exercising outside, the level of CO2 goes down, and it creates various problems for health and well-being, actually, not just health. And it's important to continue with the exercises. Some people might want to do it in the gym, which is great, but also it's very, very beneficial to exercise outside when it's not that hot early in the morning. And Dr. Buteyko always emphasized that exercising in the morning before breakfast is the best thing you can do for your breathing. So in my area, I live in Colorado, high in mountains, in the mountain area. It's actually cool today, almost too cool, but it was quite hot yesterday, and it had been quite hot for a few days. So I get up at 5 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock, I am in the woods with my 2 big Australian shepherds hiking. And this is my exercise for the hot weather. I also worked with clients from Arabic Emirates, and it was so hot there, almost impossible to exercise. But they would go close to the water, close to the ocean, like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and swim and run on the beach. And they had really great time, actually, and really enjoyed it. So try to utilize that early morning hours, those early morning hours for your exercises to start your day right and to increase your CO2 right in the morning.